Let us start. Sorry, I just missed your words. Okay. 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 Okay, let us start our meditation. Meditation starts when our awareness is present. Present means it is present here and now. Here means your body, and now means this second, this moment. Just simply feel your body, know your body. This body is sitting here and breathing. It is part of the nature. It's not belong to you. And in every breath, remind yourself, don't interfere. But you can rely on it. You can rest on the breath. Don't have the concept that I'm going to catch the breath. So we are now surrender to the breath. At the same time, we don't interfere. Just like a drop of dew on the lotus leaf. This drop of dew simply give itself to the leaf. And it flows with the leaves. So now we are giving our mind to the breathing. You can rest on it. You can sleep on it. Of course, this word sleep doesn't mean you lost your consciousness. It's just an attitude. You can completely trust it. And rely on it. The breathing is the rhythm of the nature. Just give yourself to this rhythm. Go with it. Grow with it. Rest on it. Relax into it. But don't interfere. Don't try to control anything. Just let the breathing be completely free and natural. Let it be the representative of nature. Completely give up yourself and surrender to the nature. And this is the key point for relaxation. The easier you can let go this ego, and the easier relaxation will be. Simply let go the self and relax into the breathing, the rhythm of the nature. Things, things are natural only when it is non-self. It is not belong to self, and it is not under the control of the self. Now let the breathing be natural. Let your mind completely rest on the breathing, and finally refuse into the breathing. If you can keep up your role of master, then you can fuse into the breathing. And with the background of breathing, now we pay attention to the area of the head.
호흡을 배경으로 하고 뇌에 뇌로 가겠습니다.
Invite the brain to relax with the rhythm of the nature.
자연의 리듬에서 이완하겠습니다.
Breathing is the nature, and let the brain take a rest in nature.
너가 통역해라, 이제.
And your awareness is staying with the breathing and also in the breathing.
그래서 당신의 주의력은 호흡과 함께하고 호흡 안에 있습니다.
And this mind simply knows and don't interfere. And let this brain take rest in the breathing. Don't do anything, you simply know. When you completely give up yourself, your ego, surrender, then it's not doing anything. It is just a pure awareness going with the breathing. And please understand the difference between doing and knowing. Once you want to do anything, even just want to know more, know clearer, then this is doing. When you concentrate, when you focus, and this is doing. Doing.
뭔가를 하는 것입니다.
And now we don't need to do anything. We just give ourselves to the breathing. And the brain is also relaxing in the breathing. Both the brain and the mind are resting in the breathing, the rhythm of the nature. Just let the brain take rest and don't interfere it. once we have want, then we are interfering. We just wait until the brain takes enough rest. It will settle down and become clear and bright. Just let it flow with the breathing. Let it relax into the breathing. sometimes you may get lost in the thoughts. But once you wake up, and just come back to relax the brain in the breathing. Just completely give yourself to the breathing. And when the brain calms down, then we can let it go. Now let our awareness come to the center of the chest. In this area, it is a boundless space. And we can invite this area to relax in the rhythm of the nature. Let everything flow with flow with the breathing and rest in the breathing. let your heart rest in this peace and content.
다음, 당신의 심장이 평화 속에서 머물도록 하세요.
Every breath is full of peace and harmony of the nature.
가은, 트랜스레이트. 평화와 조화 속에서 호흡하도록 하세요. 가은아, 통역 정신 차리고.
when your heart is relaxed and it becomes soft and gentle. And now we can slowly sink our awareness down to the abdomen.
이제 주의를 배 아래쪽으로 옮겨주세요.
The center of the lower abdomen. Here is also a boundless space. And here there's complete stillness. It is silent and secure. Just like going back to the mother's womb. And you can completely rest here. And now the breathing is the rhythm of silence. Let everything take rest in the stillness. There's no need for you to burden anything. Not even your self-identity. You can completely relax your attachment to self-identity. and feels into the rhythm of silence.
고요의 리듬을 느껴보세요.
When you are relaxed enough, then you find that the attachment to self-identity is a stress.
당신은 자아 동일성이 스트레스였다는 것을 발견하게 될 것입니다.
Now let us transfer merit. It is merit of meditation, worship the term in our mind. May this mind grow in the triple germ. And may all sentient beings share our merit. And may they all grow in the triple germ. Now you can slowly move your body and open your eyes. Meditation is to allow the mind to do nothing. Actually, it is the easiest thing in the world. But because we are so used to doing all the time, so we feel unfamiliar to this non-doing state. It is simply to let the mind be natural. The word natural or nature in Chinese means things as it is. Or be itself. I think it's the same in Korean language. And Chayong, right? It is just like the nature outside. You know, there are three kinds of sounds. One is the sound of human. One is sound of the earth. And one is the sound of the nature.
세 번째는 자연의 소리입니다.
And when we are describing the mind, the sound of human means when the mind is full of all man-made things. Yongmi, you can translate for her.
I can hear. Sorry.
Yeah. When our mind is full of man-made things, and this is in the state of sound of human.
우리 마음이 인간이 만든 것들로 가득 차 있을 때 이것은 인간의 소리가 됩니다.
Man-made things means all the stuff in the human life.
인간이 만든 것은 네가 봐가.
When we are thinking about our work, our family, our property, money, everything is like this, and this is in the state of sound of human.
거기에는 돈과 이런 것들이 포함되어 있습니다.
When we are full of liking and disliking emotions, this is the sound of human. When our mind is full of right and wrong, shall or shall not, and this is the sound of human.
옳고 그름도 인간의 소리가 됩니다.
The second state, it is the sound of the earth, and when our mind is peaceful and free from those man-made things, this is the sound of the earth.
두 번째 상태는 지구의 소리입니다. 이때 마음은 평화롭습니다.
It is full of peace and peace. This is the sound of the earth. And the third level is the sound of the nature or the sound of the heaven.
세 번째 단계는 자연의 소리와 하늘의 소리입니다.
And actually it goes beyond the form of sound. It is the nature behind the sound. But it is the ultimate source of all kinds of sounds. So when this is used as simile describing the mind, it means the state behind all feelings. It is the unmanifested awareness behind all phenomena. It is the nature. And this is the sound of the heaven or the nature. Do you understand? And in our meditation, we are transforming the mind from the sound of the human to the sound of the earth, and from the sound of the earth to the sound of the nature.
명상의 과정에서 우리는 인간의 소리를 지구의 소리로 바꾸고 결국은 자연의 소리로 변화시킵니다.
First thing, just forget all kinds of man-made things, man-made values in your mind.
첫 번째 해야 할 것은 인간이 만든 소리를 잊어버리는 것입니다.
And that means the five hindrances.
그것은 오장애를 의미합니다.
And the second state, when the sound of human subsides, then the sound of earth appears. That is the bliss and happiness of the natural body and mind.
두 번째 단계에서 인간의 소리를 한쪽으로 밀쳐놓으면 대지의 소리가 드러나게 됩니다. 그것은 행복이 드러나는 것을 의미합니다.
That is the happiness of jhana.
그것은 선정의 행복입니다.
But if we are moving from the second stage to the third stage, we also need to forget this kind of heavenly bliss.
두 번째 단계에서 세 번째 단계로 넘어가기 위해서 우리는 이 하늘의 행복을 망각해야 합니다. 맞는 얘기인가 가나?
And we go beyond and go behind.
우리는 그 이상으로 나가야 되고 그 뒤로 가야 합니다.
Behind this heavenly feelings, that's the nature.
이 천상의 느낌 뒤에 자연이 있습니다.
And in Buddhist term, we call it Dhamma.
불교 용어로 우리는 이것을 담마라고 부릅니다.
Dhamma means everything that is non-self.
법은 모든 것을 얘기하고 이것은 자아가 아닌 것, 즉 무아를 말합니다.
That means the nature. That means the conditionings.
그것은 자연을 말하고 그것은 조건 지어진 것입니다.
That means the cause and effects.
그것은 인과관계, 인과를 뜻합니다.
When we go beyond the sound of the earth, then our mind goes non-self.
우리가 대지의 소리를 넘었을 때 우리는 무아가 됩니다.
This is the sound of nature.
이것이 자연의 소리입니다.
It's kind of sleepy.
너한테 물어본 거야. 답을 해.
Okay, take rest. Any question? Yes. Vincent?
Hello, Ajahn.
I
Good to
can't
see
hear
you.
you.
Oh,
Check your mic.
you can't hear me? Can't hear me?
And now
Really?
it's better. Okay.
No? Okay. It's good to see you again today.
I can't hear now.
You can't hear now?
Can you get closer to your mic?
Hello, hello.
Yes, much better.
Okay. Hello, Ajahn. It's good to see you again today. Last night, when I listened to your meditation guidance, to the last part to relax the mind, and I just did some body movement and had some pain because it's a long time sitting. And at that time, I realized what I can experience is just merely some feeling. And at that time, I feel the pain of the body. I don't feel self. I don't feel it is this body, this mind is feeling pain. I just feel the feeling of feel pain. And then I just realized suddenly self happens after feeling. Self is an action exercised by the mind.
Yes. Self is a sanya, perception. So when the feelings come and we need to operate operate the sanya, our memory, the programs in our memories, including the program of self. So it happens after the feeling. So because we need to understand in the way of self, in the way of ego. Actually, this self means all our habits accumulated before, all our habits in our bodily behavior, in our speech, and in our way of thinking. and this is the personality, or we call it the ego self. So every time we need to operate this system in order to understand and respond to the feelings. Understand?
Yes, yes. But I don't have to identify the system as self.
No. Self is just the name to this OS. But there are the programs, the habits. Just like we call Windows. Windows is not a thing, but it's a name for all the programs inside, right? So when we operate the programs inside, we are using the Windows. But when there's no need to operate any program, then the Windows is not there. It's not operating.
Oh yes. Yes. The other experience is that when somebody insult me, insult my personality, It's just some words. It just some unfriendly words. It's nothing. What made me suffered is not the words, is not the person, is the identification of the personality, is protection, self-defense of the personality.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you identify with with these windows. So once there are virus or some attacking things come into this system, then you will try to protect itself. Because you think that this program is me, this Windows is me.
Oh wait, you say ego self is the system, but I don't need to put the system as me.
Even this Windows respond to the virus with antivirus program automatically. When we just know that this is the Windows, it's not me, then the story ends.
Yeah. That's what I feel. Also, today I feel the defilement of craving and aversion reduced, and the defilement of self-identification, defilement of arrogance become very obvious. I think they are more fundamental defilement, right?
So
yeah, I feel the defilement of arrogance, defilement of self-identification is more fundamental.
Yes, because arrogance is one of the mana. So that means the self-identification. When we identify ourselves as somewhere higher than other people, then we will be arrogant, right? When we define ourselves as lower, then we'll feel a lack of self-esteem, lack of self-evidence, confidence. So this is belong to the same thing. That is your self-identification, where you put yourself. So when we know that this is just it's just belong to this person, to this personality. It's not me. Then you simply just keep still to this self-identifying activity. You don't need to make any response to it. Don't need to be interested in it. And when you know it, then that's all.
It is very interesting that I don't need to respond. I don't need to identify the self-identification.
Yeah, because no matter where we identify yourself, it is wrong. Because there's no self.
Yes, even if there is, so the mind exercise an action of self-identification, and then I know, okay, there is a self-identification, and I don't need to get involved in this self-identification anymore.
Yes. Yeah.
That's very interesting. Yeah, that's very interesting. Thank you, Ajahn. Thank you.
Okay.
유 박사님 좀 혹시 통역 가능하시면. 잠깐만요.
Any more questions? Yes, Karina.
One day, good evening. I'd like to check that if let's say if we stop at the when the feeling arrives, and then
I can hear well.
can you hear?
Oh yeah, now okay.
Okay, I speak louder. So if we are aware about the feeling or the feeling arrives, and then we are just aware without responding to it, will we not go into perception and thinking? Thus, the sankhara won't happen.
No, I don't mean that when we are meditating, we should not use our sanya, because when the sanya is not working, then we have no wisdom at all. And actually, we are to settle down the 5 hindrances, and sanya doesn't mean it's an obstacle to our peacefulness. It's just a way of understanding. So when we understand things, everything, all kinds of concepts, like even like a non-self, this is the message from your sanya. Without your memory, you don't understand this concept, right? So we need the sanya in order to have wisdom. Otherwise, just simply knowing. It's just, when it's simply knowing, it's not a right meditation. We need the guidance from the wisdom, so as to move towards the right samadhi, the right jhanas.
I see. Oh, okay.
Mm.
Thank you, Ajahn. I found the reason that during the meditation, sometimes I have a difficulty to go into the jhana.
No. We can understand with the brain, but we don't identify ourselves to it. So when in meditation, we can still understand. It doesn't mean that we just see but understand nothing. It's just a repression of the perception function of the brain. It's not right.
Understand. Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay.
What is sanya? I don't. sanya
Sanya means perception. It is the third in the 5 khandhas. 오온.
오온.
The third one.
오온 중에 3번째. 인식을 의미한다고.
It means perception or memories.
인식, 기억. 저도 자세히 못 들었습니다.
Okay, never mind. Any more questions?
질문 있는지 물으셨습니다.
Yes. When you see the breathing, that means you and the breathing are separated, right? Then you will try to connect to the breathing. But once you try to connect to the breathing, that you need to keep the connection stable. So it's easy for us to drop into the catching mode. We want to catch the breath. Want to keep it in our hands, right? But if we simply lie on it, we simply rest on it, then it is effortless. We don't need to catch. We don't need to hold on to it. Just like you lie down on the bed, you don't need to hold the bed in your hands, right? You simply lie on it. It's effortless. You're resting on it. Then you can stay with the breathing without any effort. Okay, Ivan.
I talk about something about the sound of earth. Actually, I have a different understanding of the sound earth.
Okay.
So when you say sound of the human, it is to remove all the mankind of things, yeah. But after that, I think, in my opinion, the sound of earth is like you understand as a person, you are different with other creatures. Also, you are different with other people. So you understand you might be like when you relax your body or relax the mind or relax your heart chakra, you understand which part you may have more difficulties to relax. So you have to understand yourself clearly. That part, I think it's the sound of the earth. And then you also understand this body also, it's not me. This person, this person is also part of the nature. That's called sound of the nature. That's just different opinions.
Okay. Never mind, just a simile.
Yes.
The sound of earth, it is non-human. So it's free from all man-made things, including our thoughts and our emotions. These are all man-made. So when there's an absence of emotion, there's only the nature running. But the nature is still have forms and sounds. So it's the surface of the nature, the outer manifestation of the nature, but it's not the nature itself. The nature itself is beyond it. It is formless, it is soundless. So that's the true nature. So for the sound of the earth is the form of the nature, and that we can see all the mountains and ocean, trees and stone, and these are the forms of of the nature, but it's not the nature itself. The nature itself is beyond it or inside it. Okay, anyway, in any way you understand, and that's all right. Okay, translation, can you?
그리고 지구의 소리는 좀 더 그 표면에 있는 것이라고 그렇게 얘기를 하신 것 같아요.
Do the Koreans know this similes, the three kinds of sounds? Do you know where it's from? It's from a Taoist book, the Zhuangzi. Do you know that? Okay, never mind. Just curious.
이 비유가 어디서 나왔다고 하는 것 같은데 정확하게 어딘지 모르겠네요. 진짜 좌우간지? 이게 광자인가? 모르겠네. 무슨 글자지? 장자. 장자에서 나온 비유라고요. 장자. 노자, 장자. 네, 장자에서 나온.
Yes.
Yes.
And also the name of the book.
장자라는 책. 장자.
Okay. That's good. Okay, Sanchin.
Sorry, another question. It's about, so is 5 aggregates just one thing with 5 different dimensions?
Well, it is an imbalance of energy in our body and mind. If you want to describe it as one thing, then that's it. But there are different kinds of energies in different areas in our brain. It's different from our emotional energies. So it's just in this whole body and mind, the imbalanced state, and that causes the 5 hindrances.
Yeah. And my question is that so this morning I feel that we are just limited to our conscious experience. We are limited to our senses, limited by our 5 aggregates. So actually the metaphysical inquiry, ontological inquiry, what it is there, what is the nature of the world is just pointless, meaningless. Because what we can know, what we can experience is just within the realm of 5 aggregates. It's meaningless about the inquiries.
The only difference is the things which is natural and unnatural. Things are unnatural when there is the ego. There's attachment of self. But once we let go of self, and everything becomes natural. Actually, things don't change at all in this process. It's the mind changes. The key point is the presence of the ego or not. And what we describe as natural means everything without ego. When you are without ego, then everything is the nature, is Dhamma. It's not about the ultimate truth of external world. It's about the way you look to the world.
Yeah. So true. And it's very tempting that you will start to wonder who is there to get involved, to disturb the nature.
It's a wrong understanding, the avijja, the ignorance to the nature.
Yeah. So what we need to do is just reduce the defilement. That's all. Reduce the defilement.
Reduce the defilement and keep your right view. The right view is necessary. It's not just to know, but know with the right perspective.
Yeah. For noble truth, cause of suffering. Yeah. Okay. No doubt. Because I find I start to feel more and more bored with my philosophy course. I don't want to study them anymore.
You need to be tolerant. Okay, translation. Yes.
Just seriously, what is the benefit of this philosophical study?
It's understanding to the human intellectual game. Right? It's an understanding to the game. When you're understanding more, then you will not be deluded by this game.
Yeah. That gave me more motivation. So my motivation should not be how to play this game well when this game is actually meaningless for me, but to understand the game so that I can avoid to be deluded.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, translation. No more questions? Okay, then good night. I hope you rest well in the peace of the nature.
Thank you, Ajahn. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
감사합니다.
Night. Bye.
Yeah.